Remember, Charlie remembered what he forgot? That he heard a crash in the principal's office, or he heard a loud noise. Preston and Red didn't pay much attention. When he told them the next morning, they didn't really remember hearing anything, but they agreed to go to the principal. So when they got to school, they went to the principal's office and explained what had happened. Charlie said, "Mr. Wilson, when we went by your office, I heard a crash. I don't know what it was, though. And Preston's mom knew we were coming to school. We told her. We really weren't sneaking." "That's fine, Charlie, and I want to believe you. And we're still investigating, but you're still going to have to serve your detention." Charlie, Red, and Preston went back to class. And at the end of the day, they went to detention. When they walked in, guess who was their detention teacher? Miss Johnson. They were the only three. They sat down. She told them to get out their work. They couldn't talk. They couldn't make any noise. And they were to work for 2 hours. And they did this day after day after day, 2 hours after school. About the third day, as they were walking home after detention, Charlie had another idea. You know, sometimes we don't have enough to do in detention. You know, we have a library book to read, but what if tomorrow and the rest of the time in detention, we bring our Bibles? Remember, we told Miss Johnson we were Christians. Red said, "I don't think she believes us now. I bet she thinks we really did steal that money." Preston said, "You're right, Red. She doesn't think we're Christians. She thinks we stole that money and that we're just lying about it. She just frowns at us. We're up in front of her desk all day at school and then 2 hours after school." Charlie said, "Remember our verse? Remember the verse? Now we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them that are called according to his purpose." Remember, my dad said something good is going to come out of this. "Well, I don't know what it is," said Red. "I am getting all my homework done, and I'm studying more than usual, so that is something good that's coming out of it." "Now remember," said Charlie, "tomorrow you bring your Bible." And they did. Thursday, Friday, the next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. As soon as they got their work done, they brought their Bibles out and began to read. Now, they weren't the only ones in detention. Occasionally, there would be other students that came in for something that they had done, and there they would be, the three of them. They weren't just witnessing to Miss Johnson anymore, to anybody that had detention. They were getting out their Bibles and reading them, studying their Sunday school lesson, learning their Bible verses. Finally, the last day of detention had come. It was over, but still, there was no answer to where the money was. They hadn't heard anything from Mr. Wilson. And they just were sort of thinking that, you know, maybe people will think that we have stolen this money. Even though detention was over, people might still think they were thieves. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. And it was the principal again. Only this time, he had somebody with him. It was a policeman. "Charlie, Red, Preston, I need to see you in my office." "Oh, no," said Charlie. "Now he has a policeman with him. A policeman has come to school. Are they going to charge us with stealing that money? We'll find out tomorrow.